All right, so you want to improve your cardio. Now, here's a few sessions that I use with my people who want to improve their cardio. They might have a course or selection type thing that they're going for within, say, the police force or defense force or something like that. They might be a fighter trying to improve their cardio and their fitness on the mat or in the ring or in the cage. It might even just be one of the guys who wants to go out and run a 21K half marathon, 42K, 60K. There's a few guys that I'm working with like that, or girls, So the idea of cardio, like a lot of people think, oh, it's going to make me skinny and weak. That's not the case, guys. It's going to actually help you, right? There is extremes. If you go look at a marathon runner and you say, hey, if I do cardio, I'm going to look like that guy. Understand that they're probably doing 100 and something Ks per week of running, and they're not lifting at all, and they're eating not much, right? So that's why they end up looking like marathon runners, all right? And then you've got the opposite. You've got the sprinters. They're super jacked, super powerful, and they just go, go, go. Like, understand, yeah, they lift, but they also sprint, and sprinting's cardio, right? And that's why they're jacked and lean and all that sort of thing. So if you're looking for somewhere and you want to be sort of a hybrid of the two, you need to look at how you can improve your cardio training, and it doesn't take away completely from your weights. There will be a regression at the start. You'll feel a little bit more fatigue at the start, so your weights may plateau out or go backwards temporarily, like 2 to 4 weeks, right? But long term, you're going to be heaps better. You'll be healthier, you'll be fitter, you'll live longer, and all of your sessions will improve because your rest times will go down, and you'll be able to have better breaks, better quality sessions, better recovery between sessions, which ultimately will help you become bigger and stronger and well-rounded, all-round healthy. So cardio-wise, there's 3 types of sessions that I'll implement with people. One is a high-intensity day, and from a running point of view, it might be like repeat sprints or repeat middle distance type sprints. So you might be looking at like, say, it might be 400s. You do 6 400-meter sprints, right? You're working really, really hard. You take a 2-minute break between. Heart rate comes up really, really high. You push in intensity, and then you let it come back down. It might even be 100-meter sprints. So you might be doing 100-meter sprints, 200-meter sprints, 50-meter sprints, agility work, mixing it up. All that would be classed in that, whereas high intensity, high speed, and you're going hard, right? You're going up to sort of 80 to 100% intensity, and you're really going for it. And you're getting that lactic acid burn too, like really, really good. That's going to get you the fittest and fastest and most athletic out of all the sessions, I believe. Day 2. So say you do that on a Monday, then you're lifting on a Tuesday. Day 3 might be on a Wednesday, which would be your day 2 of your cardio plan. You're gonna do medium distance, medium intensity. So it might be something like, depending on goals, it's obviously goal dependent, but let's say you go for a 3K run, 5K run, and you do it at a medium pace, right? You're going solid, but you're not smashing yourself. It's just ticking the box. So you're going a little bit faster than you would say for 10K or 20K, but you're not smashing yourself. You're not going at that pace from the 400s or the 100s, and you're not trying to dig yourself a grave early, right? Like you're just going solid. That can also be done on another implement. So like, let's say your legs are sore from running and you've done legs on Tuesday. If you want to do swimming for that session, the same concept applies. Go medium intensity, medium distance, and or medium time, and you'll feel pretty good for that. The next day, so let's say we've lifted again, we've lifted maybe Thursday and Friday as well, and then on Saturday you want to do what's called a base building day. People call it zone 2 running. It's basically an endurance day. So you're going to go out and you're going to do something that keeps your heart rate, depending on your age and all that sort of stuff. Let's say 140 beats per minute as an example. I'm going to go to about 140, and generally some of the calculations I've heard being thrown out is 180 minus your age. That's a really good way to find it. You've got a lot of these like watches and stuff have zone 2, so you plug your age and your weight and all that in. It might just tell you, hey, this is the zone 2. So let's say it's in between 120 and 140 beats per minute, depending on your age and all that. Let's say 140, you're going to get 140 beats per minute. That's going to be the time, the indicator that you need to pull back, right? So if you go over 140, you're going to pull back. You're going to go a bit slower. You're going to walk. You're going to let it come back down, right? And you can do this. I like to program time rather than distance. So I'll say, hey, go 35 minutes, 140 beats per minute is the capacity, the max I want you to do, and stay under that. We'll see how far you go. So you might run 6Ks in that time and your heart rate's there. You're not going to pull up too bad. You're not going to have all that lactic acid impact that you would off the anaerobic days or your weights. You should feel a bit fresher. Now this can be done through any other form of cardio. Like all of this can be done through any other form of cardio. If you prefer skipping, you can skip instead. If you prefer swimming, you can swim. If you like cross trainers or bikes or boxing or rowing or whatever, you can do that. If you like jiu-jitsu, Great, do that, right? You can do rucking. My personal preference is I like rucking for that distance day. So I'm like in, 15 kilos, 20 kilos on my shoulders and sort of marching, like going for it, walking pretty hard. That keeps my heart rate pretty solid, and I don't get all the joint impact and stuff that running would give me being a 100-kilo guy. So that's a way. And then the other ways I like to do it is jiu-jitsu, like depending on your jiu-jitsu sessions or your martial arts sessions, the intensity is pretty solid. So I find I get a lot of that zone 2 work in those sessions as well. And I also get a lot of that higher intensity stuff in those sessions too. So my point isn't to push running or jiu-jitsu or rucking on you. It's to take this concept of a hard day, a medium day, and a more endurance-y, slower, cruisy-based day, and apply it to any form of cardio that you like to help you not only get fitter, stronger, help your recovery, help your oxygen uptake, just get you healthier in general, have your heart health better, but also too, you'll end up becoming leaner from it long term, because generally when people are training more and they're feeling fitter and stronger, they'll end up eating a little bit better, which has good carryover effects to a desired body shape that you might want. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, post them below or shoot me a message. Happy to help. If you're interested in training with us at Royal or with me and my online crew, let me know, shoot us a message, and I'll see what I can do. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.